Alright, how is everybody? What I'd like to do real quick, if you'll stay with me, is go over a video that was put out March 22nd. It's put out by High Desert Community Watch. That is ran by Philip Hernandez, among others. And this was filmed in Las Vegas. If you look at this individual circled, look how far away he is from Philip Hernandez, who is holding the camera. He walks all this way just to tell Philip to get the camera out of my face. Maybe you shouldn't get in front of a camera if you don't want it in your face. And maybe you shouldn't walk up to one. But that's not good enough. He decides that he is going to grab the camera that Philip is holding. How many times have we seen this before? It's happened to me, and it's happened to many others. Well, he decides to walk away, but says he just hadn't got enough in on Philip yet, and decides to walk all the way back to him and tell him once again to get the camera out of my face. These are obviously intimidation tactics that are being used, and they need to stop. Legal activity should not be violated. If you don't like it, don't get in front of a camera. But we see this time and time again, and it's kind of getting old. Every once in a while you'll hear news reports about this happening. The fact is, Fox, CNN, and many other mainstream sources do not have a monopoly on cameras in public. Today, we have unprecedented legal protection when it comes to filming in public. We have, obviously, the First Amendment. And out of New York, this individual that you see pictured here is Musumeci, and he was arrested for filming a courthouse, and this resulted in a decision known as Musumeci versus Homeland Security, which resulted in a bulletin being put out by Homeland Security, commonly referred to as 012-2010. And this was disseminated appropriately to the proper authorities. Within this bulletin, it reads that you have a right to photograph the exterior of federal facilities from publicly accessible areas. Now this is a misprint. This is the Ninth Circuit, and that's Fordyce versus Seattle. In the First Circuit, you have Glick versus Cuniff. Where I live, you have the 11th Circuit, which is Smith v. Cummings. Pretty much speaks for itself. We also have recently, out of the 5th Circuit, Turner versus Driver. So, to sum it all up, there are media outlets other than Fox and CNN. Many of these media outlets are being harassed, whereas more popular mainstream ones, they're not as much. But even they get it sometimes. Okay? The fact is, something bad is going to happen if this stuff continues to happen the way it's happening. And it's a sad, sad state of affairs when the law is specific on this type of rights protection. The law gets pretty specific, okay? And this type of thing needs to stop because it's getting out of hand. These violations just need to stop.